What's up, everybody? So we're back with another video after a long time, but we have a couple changes to the garage, and today I'm going to show you one of the newest acquisitions that we have here. So as the title may suggest, I bought the Cleanest 350Z HR in the States. It's a 2008 350Z. It's an HR motor, obviously. I bought it with 48,000 miles, and this thing is very clean, to say the least. As you can see, we have the silver color, and we went with the Roadster. I know a lot of people don't like the Roadster, but hey, I'm not a sports car driver. I don't need the rigidity and all that blah blah. I just want a good, fun sports car for the summer, so here it is. As we can see, I made sure that we got the little manual over here. It's a very clean interior for the most part. The biggest things are the typical Z wear and tear items. So we have the typical crappy paint that they use, so it scratches pretty easily. So but everything else for the most part is pretty clean. We have a little bit more of that wear and tear in the center over here, but we'll be able to refinish that in a later video here. For the most part, this car is amazing. Not too many issues. I haven't had any issues with the soft top, so let's see what happens over time. But yeah, for the most part, this car is very clean, and today what we're going to be doing is giving it a little car wash. So let's go ahead and wash her up. So obviously the first step is going to be going ahead and closing up the top, because we are not going to wash it with the top open, because obvious reasons. So let's go ahead and hop on in and close this top right on. Top's all done. I just want to mention the couple mods that I've done so far is just tints. That's it. We have 50 in the front, and then basically 20s all the way around the other side. So yeah, let's get into this car wash and let's shine this baby up. Woo! All right, so I don't know how well you can see me, but first steps first, we gotta get some handy dandy power wash. Voila, there we have it. So the setup's pretty straightforward. So we have a typical 2-bucket method. The gray one here is going to be the dirty. Clean one here is the white one here is obviously going to be the clean. So what we're going to be using today is, initially we have a foam cannon. In it we have this Chemical Guys Snow Foam Auto Wash. So we're going to be using that. And then in the clean bucket we're going to dump this McGuire's Car Wash and Wax, so that should help just to top off and protect. So I use that in there, and then yeah, so let's get to it. Let's foam this guy up and go from there. So we got the foam cannon all loaded up. We have our solution mixed up. Now we just gotta turn on the power washer and get going. So let's get to it. Alright, for some reason it did not work as well as I typically want it to. I honestly need to get a whole new setup over there. But it does the job. We got some foam on there. Just let it sit, let it all soak up all the nastiness, and then we'll go ahead and spray it all off, and then we'll go from there. And then we'll actually use the 2-bucket method to actually get off the baked and stuff, to actually kind of agitate it with some abrasive. So in that case, I'll show you what we have set up over there. Basically, we have our cleaning towels, and the way that I like to work it is, once I use it, I toss it into the wash, and then once they show up a little bit out of the wash with black marks or whatever, it gets tossed. So we try to keep them as clean as possible, but we do run through a lot. But the next thing I want to get is a larger microfiber towel for drying. But yeah, so let this go for it. Go at it for a little bit, and then let's wash it off. You can actually see in the foam that, without even scrubbing, all those grains that you see, all the dirt and crap being lifted away from the paint without even touching it. It's all just dripping down the sides. So as you can see, we have a lot of nast just coming off of it. So you see a lot throughout everywhere, but you see some bit back there. But yeah, so let it all come off, let it all get off. and then we'll go into the mitt, because all this hypothetically should be just big stuff that would have scratched up your paint anyways. So let's go ahead and let it get in there a little bit longer, and then we'll spray everything off. So next we're going to use some of this Meguiar's tire cleaner. As you guys can see, we're just going to go around all four corners and spray it down. And now we're going to go around with our brushes. Alright, so looking pretty good. All the tires are complete, or all the wheels are completely clean for the most part. We just have to go ahead and do the rest of the car. So let's go ahead and move over to the 2-bucket method for that. What I like to do is just give it a quick once over with the foam cannon just to get a little bit of sudsy on there, and then we move over to the mitts with the two steps. So let's get going. Washed up. Now we just dry up using our infinite collection of towels. Alright, so for the most part we're all dried up. The car is looking pretty good. A lot better than what we started with. Like I said, it's brand new to me, 350Z. It's fairly clean and probably could compete for one of the cleanest, at least this side of the country, but at least I think so. There's probably so many of these freaking cars out there. I haven't done the actual research to the exact production numbers, but these things are a dime a dozen really. But hopefully over time it becomes a little bit more and more special as we go on. The plan with this car is pretty much just to keep it relatively stock. Who knows? That's what I said with that thing, and that didn't really work out exactly. But yeah, it's pretty stock for the most part. But let's see. Last thing that we have to do is clean up the door jambs, and then with convertible, it's a very new thing to me. We gotta pop off the top and get the little bit inside. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so there you have it. There is my new 350Z. Let's go ahead and take a little walk around. Alright, so doing a little walk around. This thing is a lot shinier than it was before, as you can hopefully kind of see. So take a little walk around now that it's all shiny. So you can see this is not obviously by any means the cleanest Z350 in the world, but it's pretty good. Just like I said, we have these little minor issues that we'll take care of. Try to get back to OEM as possible. For the most part though, this thing has not been adulterated at all. It's bone stock. We'll do a full review of it at one point, but for the most part it is pretty usable. I forgot to clean up those door jambs, so I'll go ahead and do that once I wrap up the video. But yeah, for the most part, this is my 350Z, as clean as it can be. And yeah, this is also my first manual car, so it's a very fun learning manual, but this is a great car to do it in. As you can see, we went and did a little bit more work just to get a little bit shinier. So what we used was this Meguiar's ceramic hybrid wax, and we basically coated the entire car as instructed, and it's giving this a real nice gloss right now. So as you can see, it's very shiny. And now last thing to do before we end it off is probably give the interior a little bit of a vacuum, and then yeah, that should be it. That should be the cleanest 350Z inside of the Mississippi. Alright, so one thing that I wanted to show you guys about the interior, what I'm doing right now is I already did that side, so it came out pretty good. So I'm going to show you guys how this side looks. So as you can see, this is nasty, grimy, and disgusting. Like, there's just a lot of stuff built into the little perforations of these seats. So over years, obviously I don't think anybody's really cleaned it. So now there's just a bunch of other people's nasty amongst this. So we're gonna go ahead and use the cleaners, use a brush, and hopefully get a bunch of it out. That way it's relatively clean. So let's go ahead and show you before. As you can see, pretty disgusting. Hopefully you can see that. Let me see if I can. Yeah, so there we go. Hopefully you can see how nasty that is. So yeah, you can see there's just gunk in some of these. So we'll go ahead and try cleaning out as much of this as we can. So let's see. Alright, so we tried, got a lot of it out, as we can see. A lot of it did come out, but there's still some embedded all the way directly in there. So for the most part, some of the stuff I'll be able to come back with like a pick or something, so I kind of just clear that out. But for the most part, it's came out pretty good. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to finishing up the wiping down the rest of the little pieces, and then yeah, they should be all done. All right, so there we have it. We have our 350Z as clean as it's gonna get for now. Like I said, I do believe this is one of the cleanest 350Zs, at least this side of the Mississippi. So it's gonna go ahead and take care of it. We are gonna do subtle but nice little mods to it. At least we say that for now, but who knows if it'll get a little too crazy out of hand. But for now, we're gonna keep it subtle, keep it tame, and we're gonna enjoy it. First of all, we have to learn how to drive manual. Been doing pretty good so far, but let's keep learning. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I don't know how this video is gonna be because stop started and all that stuff, but thanks for watching. If you can, subscribe, like the video, all that good stuff. So until next time, peace.